I'm not trying to put anybody down. The point is, I get a message back from Xavier's grandmother saying, "You said till Wednesday," and his brother waited for 6 weeks and before he blah 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 blah. But it's not like you got to compare this person's situation with this person's situation. I'm not asking for anything other than my son to spend time with his dad, and what that involves is me driving straight down a road, picking him up, driving straight back, spending time with my mom, dad, and him and brother in a very clean house, which is much cleaner than either of the houses they're at, and taking him straight back down that road and dropping him right back off. Now, I understand that she's watching TV, and even with the pandemic situation going on, he is totally safe with me. I'm a very cleanly person. It's not like I'm one of those people who says, let's go back to normal. And what I mean by back to normal is let's go party and get wasted at the bars and do all that stuff. My idea of back to normal isn't that, because we don't need to go back to that. My idea is cleaning up the environment, cleaning up the world, and doing the right things. So if that's a bad example, then I'm sorry that them inside their own minds feel that the world is so far gone that that's stupid. If people think it's stupid to want to clean up the world and have a meaningful effect on people and the things around you, then where did they grow up? Where did their hopes and dreams go? What did they grow up dreaming of doing when they got older? Do they not know? Like, do they really think that it makes any sense to let everybody else tell you how to live your life? Not at all. Now, with all that stuff being said, that's going off not just on this virus crap. Like, if this virus is I'm just saying if, because there is a possibility that other people, whether they understand or not, because of their fear of something, can literally kill themselves because of it. You can get a normal sickness and get yourself all worked up and die. Easily. Easily. What do you think a heart attack is? It's just a quick version of something like that. There are so many things that happen to us that are stress related. This is just a stress related thing. But it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that they're not using their rational minds. They're not thinking. When you're in panic, you don't think clearly. And none of them are thinking clearly. Me driving to pick up my son, and I don't care what anyone on the news says, anyone on Facebook or Twitter or any of those stupid things says, that if it comes to me driving straight down the road without interacting with any people, picking up my son, driving back without interacting with any people, spending some time with my son, watching TV or movies or spending quality time together. We don't really watch much TV because I try to instill in his mind valuable lessons about the world and life and humanity and civilization and how to properly love things and how to accept the people that treat you wrong. Those are the kind of things I talk about. All I do when he's with me is try to help develop his morals and skills, and I do it in a way that seems like overpowering because I've had all these years of no time with him. So yes, I'm trying to give him the crash course on enlightenment, of humanity, of kindness, of love, because no one in his family has given him that. And if they think I'm talking bad about them, I'm not. I'm talking, this is the truth. You haven't given the effort of a parent, of grandparents, that you should have. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then prove me wrong. And I am not asking for proof for any stupid reason. I'm saying it for my kids' sake. Why don't my kids want to spend time with me? Well, let's see the kids who don't want to spend time with me. One's a pothead who wants to fucking party and hang out with a 14-year-old. One wants to spend his life playing video games and not spending any time learning or taking care of himself. And the other one's got a boyfriend who doesn't want anyone to tell her that she's too young to be getting knocked up and spending her time worrying about someone, when it is. She's too young to be worrying about someone else when she doesn't know what she wants to do with her own life, and she could get knocked up. Like, how am I wrong? How am I wrong? What am I doing wrong? By trying to do the right thing, the people on the other side of the family are making it difficult. Because I care, I can't just let it go and be like, fuck it. I've tried and I give up. That's what a lot of people do. They say, I tried so hard, and I was just like, fuck it. It wasn't worth the stress. If your family isn't worth stress to you, then what did you have a family for? That's all I'm saying. I really don't know what I could do, wave some magic wand and make sense to people when they're just creating this problem for themselves. You create your own reality. And by, I don't know, I will never be anybody's enemy. But if they're like just attempting to keep distance from somebody who wants to help them, like I literally can help all of them. Janetta, Jen, Malcolm, Lisa, I can help them because they are all confused. And if they really took enough time to see, they would understand that they've been confused. The only thing is, it's going to hurt them emotionally. They're going to fall apart a little bit. They're going to cry because their whole life was a lie. And when they realize that, they're going to thank me for opening up their eyes. But instead, right now, because they have thick heads, they're going to do what they're doing. And that's just fine too, because I love them. And I'm not trying to talk them down. I'm just saying, hey, if you want to start taking examples of what's right and what's wrong, I want to tell you what I do on a daily basis, and I want you to tell me what you do on a daily basis. And you sit around and you worry and boo-hoo, and you talk bad about everybody, and you think that the world is falling apart, just like everybody else who thinks it is. Me, I see everybody else thinking it is, and it is for them. To me, it's getting better. I love it, honestly, but I'm just sick of hearing what people are saying about it. I don't want to hear people saying, like, talking about how shitty the world is and how everything's going to the dogs and that kind of crap. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's just I'm done with it. Done with it. And I don't want to just say, don't even talk to me, anybody. I'm done hearing all these people complaining and being negative. But that's all I hear. That's all I see. Literally. I don't know. And nobody really wants to listen to the voice of reason, to a voice of somebody who's really making sense. They want to listen to everybody else who's causing commotion and panic. And if they would really take a moment to think about it, they'd realize that I'm being honest and I am right about this, which is whatever. I don't want to be right for my own sake. I want them to know for their own sake so they can get out of this whole mental crap that they're in.